this great company that I personally used in the past. That they fixed my house, fixed my flip, and I'm here with Juan and Josh from VID Company. So they are my favorite contractor here in Houston area. How are you guys doing?
Real good, real good. Staying busy.
Real good, thank you.
Okay, great. Would you mind talk to us about who you guys are and then how long have you been in business?
Uh, I started maybe 2, 3 years ago with my dad, but I think he's been in maybe 25 years in the business, so uh, it's a good amount of experience that we have going on.
Okay, so what made you start this business?
Why we start with the I like the construction and all the work I do. I love it what I do, and when they see the people, the customer, real happy, so I am happy too. So if the customer is happy, I am glad myself.
Okay, so do you have a specialty that you like? You do more than you have stuff in the construction that you do more than others?
It's not specialty, but we can do most everything. You know, we are a good crew to do everything, but we can. The specialty myself is cabinets, interior work, all interior work, but we have a good crew to do everything.
Okay, so what made you start construction? You just wake up one day, say, "Hey, that's what I'm gonna do," or you grew up in a family they've been doing it, or
Uh, just to we start, we start with the entry carpenter, and then we like it that kind of work, and we continues, learn and learn, and so now I love what I do.
okay, and then you just coming out, you just decide to follow your dad?
I try to go a different route, doing commercial with the union. That kind of didn't work out for me, but after I was like, you know what, kind of working by yourself, having your own company, it'll probably get you a little bit more money. You get to be more uh, with different people, networking, and all that stuff. So, and it's fun. It's something that I enjoy doing. I get to come to work with different people all the time, and do different types of jobs every day. So
Okay, and then your specialty is electricity, right?
electricity, yeah. So I could
Okay.
do any type of electricity, and if it gets sometimes where me myself is too much for me, like a full house or something, we have people to do it as well, or something like that. We have people for just about everything.
So you pretty much have all the trade, right? Because we can see here, if you guys can see in my background, they're here in the villages and right on Bunker Hill and I-10, and they're building this multi-million dollars, a gorgeous baby girl here. Uh, they started it what 6 months ago, and then how much more do you have to do with this one?
I think it's like 3 months more to done everything inside. The carpet. We're ready to start inside work, like towel and doors, cabinets, and everything. So most of the outside is done except for the brick.
Okay, and then I know that this has been a little challenging. So what advice would you give somebody if someone wants to build a custom build? Because this is what it is. One of my clients purchased this beautiful lot. It was a house on it, and decide to build her own home. So what's some of the advice that you can give someone who wants to build a custom home?
I think one of the main things is to have patience, because I mean, that's besides all the money. Being able to choose out all your material, make sure you know what you want, because sometimes it'll get a little difficult. You have a couple things that you like, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to choose one thing. So you're gonna have to have a lot of patience trying to deal with people. If you get a loan, you gotta deal with the bank, and then you have people here working. So you gotta be able to balance things out, especially at home. Then you still gotta work. There's a bunch of things that you have to be ready for. I think mentally it's challenging, because you have to.
You have so much to do, huh?
You have a lot to do. It's not just sit back and enjoy. As the owner of the lot, you have to decide everything that you want.
Okay.
Unless you have a designer. Then they help you out a little bit. But
So do you say the first place to go is to contact a designer when you want to build?
I think that not the designers, the architect.
The architect.
The architect to do it. She's decide, give you ideas what she's like to do, and then start from there.
Okay. So with the pretty much, if you have an architect, he can draw the blueprint of the house, and you know the square footage. Then you will come in and you will know how much pretty much everything else will cost, right?
I mean, you get a rough idea of what it's gonna cost because I mean, square footage wise, then you have like let's say you're gonna do tile all the floor, right? But you have different types of tile, which
Okay.
it'll be different with each type because some are a little bit more difficult to work with, something like that. So it just gives you a rough idea of what the cost is gonna be like. It'll give you a more or less idea. So it'll help out, helping out with the clients. You know how much you're gonna spend more or less. That way you can get ready for it because clients, once you work, you get paid. So it's like everybody, right? So we want to work and get paid. So it gives the client an idea to be ready for, or I need to get this money ready for them, or stuff like that.
So the first thing you said, have your architect. What's the second things we need to think about when we decide to have a custom build?
¿Cómo
The
dice?
permit?
Como lo que ocupas después del arquitecto, ¿a dónde vas?
Oh, after the architect, so as soon as the owner approved the design and everything, so he's going to the engineer to approve, the plans, like, the engineer needed
You gotta stamp them.
the stamp and
Okay.
and then go submit to the city. As soon as he's ready with the money or loan, submit to the city and approve it and start working on.
Okay, so I just want to break it down. So first, the architect. Second, the engineer who need to put the stamp to approve the construction. Then you submit everything to the city to get all the permit, right? And how many permits are there? A lot, or just one or two, or which type of permit are we thinking about?
You have a good amount. It depends if you're doing a new construction, a brand new lot with nothing on it. It's gonna require a couple more permits. But if you're doing a remodel, you have a couple less permits. It's a little bit less money, and you're able to save a good amount of money. But you have all the plumbing, all the underground, the electrical, the foundation. If you're gonna do piers on it, if you're gonna do all the beams, there's a bunch of permits you have to pull and pass, and make sure you get it right, because then they're gonna have to come back out and you have to pay again. So yeah, you got a good amount of permits, and then once you get all the framing, you got to get the framing inspection. You got to get a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay, that's very interesting. So let me break it down again. So we have the architect. Sorry, I'm slow to learn. We have the architect. Then we have the engineer. We make sure all the permits are put together. What else do we need to have?
Permits. Once you get your permits, it's almost ready to start working. Once you get the material in, we start working on the foundation. Make sure all the underground plumbing, electrical is in. And if you need to add a couple more things here and there, it's when you start working, and then that's when you start building from the ground up. Foundation, then framing,
Okay.
and then yeah.
You said something very interesting. So if we can build brand new construction, it's a different kind of permit we have to ask, or maybe you can have a frame meaning you do have the foundation. You can destroy the house that was there before, but just rebuild and use the foundation. It won't be considered as a brand new construction.
No, it's not considered. It's like a remodeling, and it's I think it's at the end to the construction. It's less taxes too
Okay.
to the new construction, and it's less money to spend in the permits.
Okay.
So I think it's better to do like a remodelation to new one.
So pretty much we can keep the frame, we can keep the original foundation, expand from it, and then rebuild, right?
Yeah, there's a certain percentage that you have to save from the old house.
Okay.
So I can't remember the number right now, but it has to be a certain percentage. So the foundation would give a good amount of that percentage, and maybe keep a few walls here and there so you can fill that percentage, and then it'll still be considered a remodel. And then that way, at the end of the build, your taxes are going to be considered as still like as an old home since it's a
Okay.
remodel. and
Tips.
and I mean you're able to save a lot of money, right, with the permits and everything like that. You don't have to pull certain permits because it's a new construction.
Thank you. This is really, really, really helpful. So hopefully everybody's learning a lot. You can meet Juan and Josh anytime. They have a phone number. You can contact them. What's the best phone number to contact you if somebody wants to reach out to you and then work on their project?
My phone number is 832-276-8098. That's my personal phone number. You can give me a call at any time. If for any reason I don't pick up, my dad's phone number is 832-434-5627, and he could also pick up your call and answer any of your questions. And if you need a quote, just arrange it, meet at your house or anywhere that you want, and we could try to give you a quote for whatever you need.
And then because it's Christmas, VID Company are doing something special for everybody that'll be watching this video. You can contact them, and the code for the discount is CHRISTMASDBK, and then you can contact them and they're going to give you a free consultation, right?
Yes.
They can go and walk with you to whatever property if you're thinking about specific lot or you have a house that you want to remodel or anything like that. They're going to do a full consultation with you, and all of that will be free.
The best 4 letters in the alphabet, right? Free.
Yes, the best letter, F-R-E-E, right? That's my favorite word. And in French, we say gratuit. How do you say in Spanish? Gratis?
Gratis. Gratis.
Yes, it's close enough. It's Latin. So we have gratuit en français, gratis in Spanish, and free in English. Thank you so much for everybody for watching her. Make sure to reach out to them. Let me get your number once again so you can call them anytime.
So my number is 832-276-8098. My name is Josue Martinez, and my dad's phone number is 832-434-5627. His name is Juan Martinez. You can give us a call anytime. Just give us a call, and we'll give you a quote.
Thank you. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
And how do you say Christmas?
Prospero año nuevo.
Et prospero año. I'm learning. But in French we say Joyeux Noël